there are four main principles that Zappix and all of our solutions are built around: speed, simplicity, mobility, and automation. Speed is really how can we make the speed for resolution as quickly as possible for the end user. We're looking with our customers and partners like Radial, how can we cut another 7 seconds, 8 seconds from that journey. Simplicity is all about making the experience for the consumer as simple as possible. If you look at the different menus that you see there in the back, we provide to the end user, to the caller, several simple solutions, several simple menu items that they can choose from and complete that transaction as quickly as possible. Mobility is beyond just mobile. Mobility is really providing the end users the ability to solve what they are called about, whenever they are, whenever they want, wherever they are. And so it's just not just using the mobile itself, but using it whenever they want. And the last one, automation, is really using the right level of automation. You know, many companies do not really need IBM Watson, but they need something beyond scripting. So we believe in RPA, and that's what we're taking down and breaking that workflow into tasks and automating that task. So these are the main 4 principles that we're applying and we're helping our customers with.
Yeah, so I think to echo a lot of what's already been said today, I think the first place to go is really make sure and understanding your customers, what they need, what you're trying to achieve. I think a lot of times people make a mistake and just want to get the next shiny thing and not really know where you want to go with it. So make sure you've got a very clear vision of what that is, and then try to get some low-hanging fruit. I like to think of getting those quick wins, right? You're going out, you're trying something new. You're engaging your customers in a different way. You want to educate them. You want to make sure that they're seeing the success and saying, wow, this was a great thing that this company did for me to help me service myself a little bit. And in doing that, you can really start driving ROI immediately. From the first time that a customer utilizes that application, utilizes the visual IVR, you're saving money and they're saving time. So it's a win-win, and it's not something you have to wait 18 months in order to see a return on. Yeah, at the end of the day, the way you look at Q4, we're a big provider of retailers, so we see 60% of our business over the next 6 weeks. While you have that sharp increase, at the end of the day, every interaction that you're servicing during this time is really just the opportunity that you have any time of the year. It's the same issues, it's the same questions that your customers have. Really all you're trying to do is maximize that and learn throughout the year. So as you get into your heavy demands, whether it's Q4 or whether it's any other seasonality you have, that it's a seamless, smooth process. So again, it becomes practice, it becomes iteration, it becomes learning, and then you really put that into full play. So as your volume grows, your volume's really not growing into your contact center.
So I do agree that many people, me among them, we hardly use the phone anymore to talk. And all the contact centers do have other solutions. You have apps, you have social media, you have texting, you have the websites and so on. But what you do see, and many of the contact centers here will see, that there are still thousands and tens of thousands and sometimes millions of calls still coming in voice channels to the contact centers. And this is where we are trying to come and help them by moving that voice interaction into more of a digital visual interaction and help the customers and the end customers resolve their issues by themselves. And when you do it in an easy, simple, non-intrusive way, then you really get the customer satisfaction higher, and you get to see the contact rates much higher with this digital self-service.
Yeah, so again, I think that it's a misnomer, as was mentioned before, that all the jobs are going away immediately or anything like that. The way that we really view it, the way that we see it happening, is that it does free up. But it not only frees up the agent, but it also helps and assists the agent in the moment. We've taken a big focus on our side, leveraging Zappix and other tools to really help the the agent and that kind of assisted AI, right? My little buddy, right? That's what it is. And he or she is helping me out. It's helping the customers out, it's helping me out, it's helping me do my job more effectively, it's getting better results, I'm delighting my customers, they're happy, they're satisfied, I feel better about it, I'm not frustrated, I'm able to do more job, I'm more likely to show up, I'm not going to churn, I'm not going to have to retrain somebody after the fact. So everything builds towards it. I think it's really important to be able to leverage that technology because just as, again, has been mentioned throughout the day, we all have personal assistants. We all have these, not like a personal assistant, like that, but like a virtual personal assistant and other things. We'll talk to our phone, but it's only if it's a Siri or something like that. We'll talk to it. But we will need to make sure that we're leveraging that across and with our agents at the same time. So again, it helps us retain talent. Doesn't necessarily displace, but it also helps them focus on the things that are important to your customers at the end of the day.
Yeah, so indeed, I love the Pareto rule, and I think it applies to everything in life, and whichever company I work for, we're looking into how can we help us. So when you look at the entire interactions to the call center, you can typically divide it into two main buckets. The ones that are repetitive, mundane, low-hanging fruit for automation, and the ones that are much more high complex interactions that really you want the agents to answer and to show the empathy that is needed and so on. And so by this division of these two buckets, we are trying to apply, go use digital self-service for those low-hanging fruit, for those repetitive tasks, and allow your agents some more time and more availability to handle those high value-add complex